evenly distributed, flat. Same with your shoulders. And we're going to take a nice deep breath together. So remember that deep breath starts beneath the belly button. And it pulls through the waist, the upper abdomen, the chest, all the way up into the shoulders. And then release with a sigh. And as I mention a body part, allow not only your breath, but your awareness to go right to that space and dare to fully let go of all muscle control of that body part. So we're talking about fear tonight. And many times when we are triggered into a fear response or a stress response, that fight or flight in our body, these core muscles involuntarily contract. And for those of us who spend a whole lot of time every day in that stress response, it's hard to break the habit of bracing yourself. So I want you, especially tonight, to be aware of your predisposition to brace yourself. And when you start to feel those muscles tighten again, even after you've softened them, remind yourself, I am safe in this body. I am safe in this space. It is okay for me to be soft. The softer my body, the more fully the spirit comes into that suit. The more you will feel, the more keen your discernment, and the more aligned with wisdom you become. So we're going to start at the heels, feeling the full weight of the feet, anchoring the bottom of the body, and feel that weight just melting from the tips of the toes through the balls of the feet, the arches, just dripping out of the heels, over the tops of the feet. Just feel it as if they're becoming fluid. Just letting all of that tension drip out of the foot. You'll feel that gentle vibrating happening just beneath the surface of the skin. And so moving over the ankles into the shins and calves. As you soften the lower legs, feel just that ever so gentle tug at the knees. And you may already be feeling this triggering happening in the thighs. The thighs are a huge muscle group, and it's usually the first space that the body begins to brace. It's ready to run. But just let your breath massage that huge muscle group on each leg, reminding yourself, I am safe in this body. I am safe in this space. Nothing exists outside of this moment. The past exists. The future is not yet in play. It is only this present moment that is real. There is nothing that is pending or necessary to occur right now, except this relationship with yourself. Softening the thighs. When you really allow yourself to breathe past that urge to brace yourself, you'll feel the glutes soften, and it'll feel as if the hips are rolling open. So allowing the breath now to spill into the pelvic floor. Breathing into the left hip. Breathing into the right hip. And feel that gentle unfolding in the pelvis. Allowing that lower abdomen to soften. And breathe around the tailbone, feeling your breath just dancing around the base of your spine. All beneath the belly button and around the low back, feel the breath expanding into this space, softening, and allowing every exhale to just usher out of the body anything that is no longer serving you. Tension, tightness, any toxins or trauma, and just letting it lift up and out of the body. Breathing around the waist, stretching through the left side of the body and the right side of the body. And the breath will begin to feel deeper and fuller. Breathing into the upper abdomen, the center of the stomach, and allowing the breath to break apart any tension that lives there, opening that upper stomach. Lifting out of the body any tension, any stored anger, sadness, resentment. Remembering that resentment is our body's way of reminding us of all the times we gave our power away. So feeling with this breath forgiveness for yourself, to abuse your power. Use your power. And now breathing behind the rib cage, allowing that breath to travel up the sternum to the base of the neck, up the spine to the base of the neck. Up the left side of the rib cage into the left shoulder. Up the right side of the rib cage into the right shoulder. And feeling the heart space expand. It is this space that connects us to everything that is, and when we really let the breath cleanse this space, every inhale purifying, every exhale liberating, you feel a greater level of compassion entering your heart. Forgiveness, gratitude, and it allows the lower space of our torso to open for understanding and integration. Moving up the neck, softening the throat. Around the ears and the jaw. The chin and around the mouth. Softening the tongue. If you're having a hard time releasing the jaw, you keep reclenching. You can curl the tip of the tongue into the roof of the mouth, and it becomes impossible to clench the jaw. Softening the cheekbones and around the nose. The temples and around the eyes. Between the brows, breathing right into that space between the eyebrows. You may begin to feel that gentle pulsing through the forehead, behind the eyes, softening the forehead, the top of the head and the back of the scalp. Feeling the full weight of the head, completely soft, anchoring the top of the body, and feeling now your frequency freely flowing between the tips of the toes and the top of the head. Just feel it zipping back and forth. And now moving down the shoulders into the triceps and biceps. Softening the shoulders a little more and feeling them falling away from the ears and finding their way to the floor. Softening the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the backs of the hands and the palms, and every fingertip. Feel your heart expanding, and the breath feels effortless, deep and full. Feeling the shoulders roll open as the heart expands wide with every breath. And I want you to gently do a scan of the body from toe to top and into your fingertips, and just be aware if there's any space where the breath is trying to bypass, or that your awareness was avoiding, and just see if you can get into that space. Hold the breath for at least a count of 2, and then release with a nice, deep sigh. And remember, rule of thumb, let that exhale be longer and slower than the inhale. When you do that, the brain slows down, but your frequency rises. It's preparing the biological suit for more spirit. And so now I want you to feel as if you have a nose directly in the base of your spine, in the root chakra, the tailbone. And I want every breath to enter that space through the front and exit through the back. So this breath is just threading the root chakra. You feel it coming in, and the exhale, just as effortless, exits the back. Flushing this root chakra with the breath. Preparing the chakra. This is the chakra of basic needs. Shelter, clothing, nourishment, affection. And even back to the simplest event of being left alone in your crib to cry yourself to sleep would create congestion in your root chakra as an adult. It could result in you being super self-sufficient and hyper-independent, and adversely super dependent, feeling almost defeated that you would only have value in a codependent dynamic. So the trick is to get ourselves in the middle. I am worthy to receive support, and I am also courageous enough to support myself. So breathing from the front, exhaling through the back. And I want you now in your consciousness to just hover over your physical body, and you can see that spinning chakra like this open turbine that's spinning clockwise at the base of the spine. It pushes and pulls energy. A healthy chakra is clear of obstruction. When we have any fears, there is congestion in our chakras. So I want you to just witness the chakra from outside the body, looking down into the chakra, and you can see it spinning clockwise. So that goes from the top of the tailbone where it connects to the other vertebra, down through the left, grazing the base of the tailbone and then coming up the right. And just watch it spinning there. And as I mention these different words, see if the chakra slows in its spinning. See if you can witness any strands, any etheric strands of energy coming out of the chakra, going to any timeline. And you may not have the ability to see where they're going, but you will feel the obstruction. So just listen with your heart, not your ears, as I mention these different words, and witness how your chakra, housed in the divine body that you chose for yourself, just witness how it behaves. Be curious. Hunger. Cold. Tired. Lonely. Hot. Broke. Poor. Empty. Satisfied. Needy. Weak. Afraid. Tired. Courageous. Full. Fearful. Supported. or bad, but we learn to attach those judgments to those words. And those judgments are what cause us to avoid those very things from occurring. So by that very nature, we end up inviting the thing that we fear most, or the thing that we most are avoiding. For every energy, there is an opposite. And when we push it away, it comes closer. And when we pull it close, the swing back is even further away. So the trick then becomes to be still, so that we can witness and receive and be generous equally. So we don't over-save and stock up, preparing for catastrophe. Or we don't feel defeated and give everything away. We feel safe. We feel solid and supported. So I want you now, with that breath coming into the root chakra, imagine a soft golden light spilling into the root chakra with the breath. And feel that golden light spinning clockwise as you breathe it in. And every exhale just removes from the body anything that you are ready to release. It is the root chakra that causes us to have behaviors such as overeating or adversely starving ourselves, manipulating in order to get our needs met, or refusing help and doing everything alone. It can be exhausting, depleting, and when there is an immense amount of congestion in our root chakra, this can actually create catastrophe in your life, causing issues with shelter, nourishment, nurturing, sleep, and safety. Those are the areas that it affects in your life. Spiritually, it affects trust. And it causes control, because control is a facade of safety. So allow, with this beautiful infusion of gold light, that you release control, and that the safest energy that you can align with is surrender. That is ultimate trust in the divine energy that you actually are in your truest form. I trust that divine energy that flows through me. And so now moving upward with the breath, just beneath the belly button, into the sacral. The sacral houses knowledge of self. Who am I? This is also the energetic space, unfortunately, that we store our deepest traumas and emotional pain. So many times we can forget our value because we identify more deeply with our trauma than we do our true values. And so clearing the sacral with the breath. First, we're going to thread it the same way we did the root chakra. Allowing that breath to come through the front and exit through the back. Threading that chakra. Feeling every inhale purifying and every exhale liberating. It is this space where we start to create codependent dynamics, manipulation, where we believe that we have to earn our worth, so we become people pleasers. And so just let the breath bring in love. And feel how the hips want to expand. And now letting it spin clockwise, but allow your consciousness once again to hover above the body, looking down into the beautiful turbine of the sacral chakra. Observe the health of the chakra. Is it spinning smoothly? Is there a lot of congestion? And allow that breath to spin clockwise again. And that starts at the belly button, moving down the left, through the left hip, grazing the pelvic floor, up through the right hip, and back to center of the belly button. don't let just anyone take my energy. I don't allow just anyone to share space with me. The more I know myself, the safer I become, and the more discerning I am. Now I want you to draw the gold light into the sacral, the same way you did for the root chakra, drawing in that beautiful golden light into the lower pelvis, feeling that expand with the breath. To become valuable. And feel how that beautiful golden light washes the sacral. Feel yourself becoming lighter and lighter. Any action in the name of being kind that is self-abusive is death. It cuts you off from your very nature and spirit. That love is your birthright. And in the pursuit of truth and love, you must consider yourself first. In this moment, I irrevocably sever all etheric cords and connections in any timeline, any dimension, in all directions of time, with absolutely anyone that is tapped into you as sustenance, as an energetic source. be purified and restored to wholeness. To embody the energy of gratitude, forgiveness, and love. Feeling more whole. And now I just want you to feel yourself being placed in a sack of golden light from the soles of the feet, covering all the way to the crown. As you create this beautiful, divine golden light barrier to shield yourself through the night, so that you may more deeply meet yourself and forge intimacy with your own spirit. So from the soles of the feet, with every inhale, feeling this golden light with your awareness and breath just moving over the body, all the way up the body. Moving only as far as the breath and awareness allows. This is not a race. Feeling that golden light going over the tops of the feet. Covering the legs. Covering the pelvis, the low stomach and the lower back, the waist, the upper abdomen and the middle back, and feel how everything becomes even softer as you become more and more acquainted with how your own energy feels. You will become less interested in spending your energy in places and company that are draining you. Covering the chest and the upper back, feeling any tension or burning just melting out of the body. Softening the arms and the shoulders. The neck and covering the entire head. Everything that you are experiencing right now is 100% only you. In a room of 9 people, there are no obstructions or intrusions of any outside energy in your own auric field. Feel the gratitude for your own divine nature. It is the of self-love to choose yourself. That is not meant to be taken lightly. I just want you to now feel this gratitude for yourself. Re-engaging the senses, sense of hearing, smell, feeling, reanimating the body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, maybe even wrapping your arms around your